forgive Jesus.
Maria, their son, and Kechubu.
Hit the subscribe button right here, okay? Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share.
Ekele Maria, Egypt na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Ide Ngozi n'etiti Igboro niile, ọ dịazị Ngozi bụ nwa forgive Jesu.
Maria, their son, and Kechubu.
Okwe melarụ. Ekele Maria, Egypt na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Ide Ngozi n'etiti Igboro niile, ọ dịazị Ngozi bụ nwa forgive Jesu.
Maria, their son, and Kechubu.
Dọbara anyị ayọ ọnụ nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayịyọ, anyị na-ayọ gị o Chukwu, ka erinye Kraịst anyị n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwelarụ Kristi nwa ya, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị nwere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ. Ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Ekpere a bịara gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi, ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254. Ebona the FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, and entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebona the 103.5 FM.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona, the FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for Radio Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Bona, the 103.5 FM News Update. Today, Monday, the 30th day of October 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanjuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Anambra cleric slams Amechi for unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace. Police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo, trail. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. Now, details. Anambra cleric slams Amechi for unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. The former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, has blamed the docility of Nigerians for the inability of the country to get the right form of leadership. Amechi was speaking at the 2023 The Niche Annual Lecture theme, Why We Stride and Sleep, Leadership, Nationalism and the Nigerian Condition. According to him, Nigerians know most politicians are not honest, but they still go ahead to vote for them during elections. What is new to say? Nigerians don't react to anything. Has any politician told you he is not a thief? Which politician told you he went to university? Told you she served in NYSC? And which politician told you he has his certificate? Meanwhile, Anambra State clergyman slams Amechi for his unguarded utterances, which he blamed on the inability of government to curb corruption. Here is a report.
The former Minister of Transportation, Chibike Amechi, caused an uproar as he slammed the Nigerians, saying they don't react to anything. Speaking about alleged certificate forgery, Amechi said that politicians never deny being thieves, forging school or NYSC certificates, but Nigerians still vote for such politicians. Meanwhile, Anambra clergyman condemned the totality Amechi's outburst as he blames it on government's inability to curb corruption.
Amechi was the Minister for Transport States. And then most of the times they make us believe on what we see on the net. You get what I'm saying? So if what he said on the net is real about him, as he's now replying in that form, it means when they have loaded the currency, shifted it to foreign nations, it shows you all the flaws and loopholes of the wariness of the government. For if not, if the government will restrict certain persons of taking away money from the nation. So if they are for real resisting such conditions, it means that even if the net has not been proven, it could still be given attention so that some of these things will stop. What he has said should be an eye-opener to Nigerians to actually make a credible selective for those who will helm some of these affairs. And again, it's like I'm seeing that even when they submit their credentials, they are not scrutined. For if the credentials are looked into, proper investigations made, such statement wouldn't have come.
The district superintendent Onitsha district of Christ Ascension Church, speaking about the verdict of the Supreme Court that affirmed the position of the President Bola Tinubu as President of Nigeria, he urged Nigerians to sue for peace as he affirms that nothing can be achieved in a chaotic situation.
I don't support violence. And then if we continue to meditate and argue, they might end up in violence. And then if the people that it is in their hands have decided for this, I will say, well, let's look unto God and believe God that for those that believe in God, the Bible says that our hope is in the Lord, okay? Our hope is in the Lord. He makes our day. Though we believe in leadership or believe that the leaders should do right, thank God that even the leaders do choose advisors. But most of the time, the advisors they take cause more problems than good. But what I will take here is if the justices have gone through and said is Ahmed that is supposed to be on the throne now, I think God knows the best. If we have done our best, let's leave God, for God is the righteous judge.
Chaplain Dr. Uzoka Theophilus, speaking on the non-verification of the 2017 proscription of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB as a terrorist organization by the Southeast governors, which was declared null and void by a state court sitting in Enugu, he advised on what the government must do.
I don't see what Nnamdi Kanu has done that many of them have not done. Okay? I don't see what Nnamdi Kanu has done. People like Gumi, I think they one of their Muslim clerics, was standing in negotiation between the terrorist group and the government, which means the terrorist groups are not spirits, they are humanists. Nnamdi Kanu is only soliciting for peace. Okay? Like as it stands now, no tribe is supposed to subjugate others and bring them under their feet if we're living in unity. Okay? So if they have manhandled Nnamdi Kanu and the justice caught up with it, let them pay him his fine. Particular people went and destroyed the highest prison of Nigeria, and they declared, we did it. Nobody have heard about their prescription till today.
From Christ Ascension Church, Odumogosi Martin Ofanchukwu Ekezi report.
Still on the news, Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace. Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti, OFR, has called on the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to urgently intervene in controlling erosion menace ravaging parts of the state. Governor Oti also urged the intervention agency to complete all abandoned projects it had embarked upon in the state. The governor, according to a statement from Mr. Kazie Uko, his chief press secretary, made the call on Friday when he received the managing director, chief executive officer of the NDDC, Dr. Sam Obuku, and some directors of the commission who paid him a working visit. Obuku told Governor Oti that he and his team were in Abia for the commissioning of the Aquaculture Training Center in Omaya and deemed it necessary to visit him. The governor thanked Obuku and his team for their visit and congratulated the NDDC chief executive officer for his appointment and subsequent confirmation. He used the opportunity to draw the attention of the NDDC boss to some of the commission's uncompleted projects in the state and the problem of erosion ravaging some parts of the state. In Abia, we have a lot of challenges. The major ones are in few places like Aba, Umaya, Isukwato, and Umunnoshi area erosion, Governor Oti stated. Police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo trail. Kaduna State is currently leading in the number of applications already received as at day 9. In the ongoing recruitment exercise for general duty constables in the Nigerian Police Force, a statement signed by the head of press and public relations, Ikechukwu Ane, revealed that 20,259 Kaduna State youths have already completed the online applications to lead the table, while Anambra State lead from behind with only 541 applications. Following Kaduna State at the top are Adamawa State with 18,933 applications, Borno State with 18,305, Bauchi State 16,554, Katsina State 16,232, and Kano State 15,888. Next to Anambra State from the rear are Ebonyi 737, Abia 966, and Imo 999. Bayelsa has 1,020, Enugu 1,036, Lagos 1,259, Delta 1,338, and Edo 1,526. Meanwhile, 391 males have already completed their applications, while only 35,405 females have registered their presence, Annie stated. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. In a significant development, President William Ruto of Kenya announced that the country will eliminate visa requirements for all African visitors by the end of this year. He made this groundbreaking announcement during an international conference emphasizing the need for Africa to move away from visa restrictions that hinder the continent's progress. Visa-free travel within Africa has long been a goal of the African Union with the aim of fostering unity and encouraging intra-Africa travel. While certain regional and bilateral agreements have eased travel between specific countries, the overall progress towards completely unrestricted travel within the continent has been sluggish. As of 2022, only 3 African nations, namely Seychelles, the Gambia, and Benin, allow entry to all African citizens without requiring a visa, according to assess the extent of openness of each African country to visitors from other African nations indicates that most countries are gradually simplifying entry processes and reducing restrictions on travelers from other nations. The president said that when people cannot travel, business people cannot travel, entrepreneurs cannot travel, we all become net losers. As Kenya, by the end of this year, no African will be required to have a visa to come to Kenya. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Anambra cleric slams Amechi for unguarded utterances against Nigerians, sues for peace. Governor Oti asks NDDC to complete abandoned projects in Abia, intervene in erosion menace, police recruitment, Kaduna, Adamawa, Borno lead, Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia, Imo, trail. Kenya to abolish visa requirements for all African visitors by year end, announces President Ruto. You just listened to news update on Ebonade 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Efanchuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Listen to news updates on Ebonade 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonade FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that people are hoping for a new Nigeria.
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebonade FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be, Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets, in your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Efanchuku, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebonade 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Emas Ebonade corner 24/7, 24/7.
Officer Makomatsuki, is in Lagos, is Abuja, is Anambra, is the Queen of Guinea. Can you hotel mother cannot in
One cafe na Doka Second can introduce you to the Nigerian hotel chain, Residency Hotels. It touched at the on 11 Cut Road, Owerri. Ozaki Sibayana number chai, one Nedon Mosman, one Nature Giddy, Independence House. We enjoy the luxurious furnished rooms and restaurants for the UK. They have two sides here and there, an outside door bar where you are entertained. Go.com or www.myresidencyhotel.com.
One open Residency Hotel, all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Bola FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanchuku, aka Meta.
And Christy, FEC, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5
Okay, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, and share, right? That is the subscribe button right here. Please do. Thank you. Jessica, why?